Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be firing up over here at Universal Studios Hollywood for some Halloween Horror Night updates. Let's do this. Beautiful Saturday morning over here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Today we're going to be getting Horror Night updates. We're going to get on the studio tour to take a look at the Terror Tram. Lots of Scare Zone prompts have gone up. And I'm just here to have fun. It's Saturday, baby. And we're at Universal. I don't know if anything has been added for Chainsaw Punks. You know, we got the car recently. We got this prop up. I wonder if they'll put this in like the street, or will it stay kind of here? We'll see how that plays out. Hollywood and Dine still hasn't converted into anything. We'll see if it's Chucky. The only reason I say that because there's a Chucky bar right next to it. So why not just add Chucky barbecue? You know what I mean? But we get a good look. Now it says literally Chucky's bar. That wasn't there. Chucky's dive bar. It's a killer time. Wow. And then over here in the back, they'll probably put like a Chucky doll right there. And I don't know if that's going to be a photo op. That's what I keep wondering. But confirmation, Chucky's bar. One of my favorite updates this year, the fire towers. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my Lanta, the king and queen sitting on the throne. We got some light props that have now been put up on both sides. Yeah. We'll see if like decorations end up on the bottom of the king and queen. But take a look, everybody. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, but seven. 7 fire towers. Let's go. I'll see you in the future. This is my first time I've actually been able to look in there. Nothing to look at, but this will be where A Quiet Place is going to be. One of the most anticipated mazes this year because a lot of new techniques and the whole concept of being quiet. Are you going to be able to stay quiet during this maze? We'll see. Just getting the scouting report from Frankie and Brian. Well, it's going to be a scary one, Frankie. Are you guys able to handle this kind of stuff? but most importantly, the bride needs to get ready because you're going to be at the lower lot. Eternal bloodlights. Eternal bloodlines. We'll see. Bye, Frankie. Love you. Bye, bride. Oh, man. I was telling them that they're the friendly monsters, you know, they're walking around saying hi to everybody, but I don't know how friendly these monsters are going to be in Monstros 2. Just want to take a quick look. I'm noticing a photo here. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. The progress is just unbelievable for Fast and Furious. I'm going to do a quick check on it. I don't know if they're working on it today, but let's see where they're at. Looks like there is some construction crews out here. A lot of the major work, I feel like, has been to expand the building towards like Harry Potter, towards Simpsons. A lot of that has been happening. And a lot of the work in this bottom area has been happening too. And if I'm not mistaken, I think new track arrived over there, but we'll take a look at that once we get on the escalator. Now we can take a look at the hillside. Just unbelievable. The big update that happened recently was the footings at the very bottom, like that first floor. Those all happened. So we're probably not that far away from progress happening of the coaster track extending to the hillside. I want to see the connections be made finally, you know what I mean? That's what it's going to be like. Damn, this is real. Like, obviously this is real, but like seeing the coaster track coming, real in a sense of like, man, this is going to soft open next year, right? I know it's officially opening 2026. Very far out from that, but maybe there's a possibility of next year. Soft opening. This is a Luchadores Scare Zone. This year is just going to be a banger, man. These Scare Zones, when they come to life, it's going to be so much fun. Right in front of Fast and Furious, we have Murder of Crows setup that has arrived for this Scare Zone. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's going to be like a moving animatronic right here. Hasn't been set up just yet, but this is looking badass. Wow. That's so cool. Got the crows everywhere, little baby crow over there. Got like a rat now. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be awesome. Looks like some light up action right there. Right across that setup for Murderer Crows, we also got this one. We're gonna have a lot of crows roaming around here. We're gonna have skulls at the fire towers, and then chainsaw punks right at the very entrance of Universal Studios Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights. All right, what do we got here? We got like a well, bunch of crows at the top. Oh man, this is cool. This is very cool. Up next, we're gonna go on the studio tour, and then we got some cool stuff to talk about Dead Exposure. And then I'm gonna try to look if they've started at the lower lot bar, if it's gonna be weekend or not, I don't know.
Living a big city means. The studio tour, this attraction you're sitting on was the first attraction. All of those scenes and countless others filmed like that over 80 years now, starting with the opening of the 1939 New York World's Fair. That was our first television broadcast. It was only about 10 years after the invention of the television. We were making TV. Since then, it.
No way.
There's two baby coyotes now. Aww. I can't handle this, Jerry. This is too cute. They are hiding. Don't scare them, so we get to see them still. They're standing right next to this tan house, which was built for the movie Harvey, starring Jimmy Stewart, one of my favorite Universal pictures of all time. I know you're getting a good look at the coyotes. Make sure to stay seated for me at all times. Here's a few other productions that filmed right here on Colonial Street. Some of the cars from the Flintstones movie, Dominic Toretto's iconic Dodge Charger, the orange Julius from Too Fast, Too Furious, the purple car from The Fast, The Furious, and then some really hard-working folks off to your right-hand side making sure Halloween Horror Nights is ready. Who's coming to Horror Nights this year? Yes, I'll see you there. I'm so excited for it. We've announced a bunch of our mazes. It's going to be awesome. Or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre maze. It's going to be bigger and better. Alright, off to your right-hand side, one of the original sets from Alfred Hitchcock's 1960. Right up the hill is Mother's House. Now, the Bates Motel neon sign, that is the original. We paid around $400 for that sign in the early 60s, which was overpaying for it at the time. Speaking of signs, one of our newest signs off to your left-hand side. We're out of here. Great to see you.
Ah!
Alright, just beyond Mother's House, the biggest single set on here. It cost us $200,000 to have this airplane cut into 4 major pieces and driven here. Released a couple of years ago, including Nope, directed by Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele takes that technique to a level we've never seen in cinema before. In fact, he picks apart the technique while he's using it. He says sometimes these monsters that we're running from create incredible spectacles in their wake. He begs the question, what is the price you're willing to pay to try to capture spectacle? We're going to drive through some of the original sets from Nope right now. Here's Academy Award winner Jordan Peele. Alright, you've seen how we make our movies. Alright, everybody. Watch your step on your way out. Toss our 3D glasses in the...
I do not know how this is gonna work. The track is going under the escalators. Are you freaking kidding me? That's so crazy. Here we got a front perspective of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. I'm really starting to believe, I think a sign might go here related to the ride. I don't know. Some people are speculating that it's going to say Hollywood, but I have a feeling it's going to say Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. And that's the name of the ride. But the fact that we got track going under now, the Terror Tram is getting really interesting this year. Enter the Blumhouse is going to be something that I've never seen before, at least doing the Terror Tram. I didn't get a chance to do like Titans of Terror and, you know, the very first Terror Trams. But from like the last 5-6 years, we haven't had a Terror Tram go this hard. It's kind of cool how we're seeing like stages being set up where like the big Jaws photo op was, and then Bates Motel. It really seems like a walkthrough, like kind of like a house, more than just this same walkthrough we've been doing for Terror Tram for so many years. Also too, the setup that's happening over there at War of the Worlds looks very interesting. I'm starting to believe, I think the left side of it might be a RIP exclusive only, and for the general public, we'll be walking through the middle. That's just what it looks like, because it looks very similar to what we had for Larry Larva last year. But Terror Tram is exciting. I'm looking forward to it big time, and to see all these Blumhouse properties come to life. Are we going to see Megan dancing? We're going to have a dance-off? I don't know, maybe. I might work on my Megan. Still no setup has happened over there at the lower lot for an upcoming bar that we're all speculating on. It's most likely going to be Weekend Bar. We already have Leatherface's that has gone up. No menu as of now. But here at the lower lot, we have no change for Dead Exposure Death Valley. But we did get some new images released from Universal themselves on their blog, on the website. These images show some monsters, kind of some sets that we might encounter, and you know, how they're going to look concept art wise. So that's really cool to get a behind the scenes look of that. I'm really terrified of this maze. It's going to be like these humans that have been experimented on with toxic and all sorts of craziness. It's going to be wild. I feel like there's going to be a lot of like glow in the dark kind of stuff going on, you know, with all the toxicity of this maze. But it's going to be cool. Glad we got new images and what to expect up in there. That is going to be all for today's adventure over here at Universal Studios Hollywood. No new merch, but it should be arriving 8/26, everybody. So Monday's the big day. Smash that like button. We're firing it down.